Welcome everybody to Supreme Family Garden, and today guys we have a very exciting video for you guys. I've been asked this question so many times and I've actually pondered myself, and I said, you know what, honey, we're going to do a video to help beginner gardeners, novice like myself, and some people who just can't seem to get that old tree that they love so much to actually grow. Okay, number one, what we're going to do, we're going to show you mistakes that we have made in the past so you guys don't make the same mistakes that I have. Okay, follow me over here. This area here was our garden of love. If you've been following me for a while, you'd realize that this was where all my mulch and rock and all of this stuff was, but we got rid of it. Well, we're still working on it due to a rattlesnake infestation, okay? And I thought about it. It was like light bulb popped up in my head. You know what? I can transplant my stone fruit trees, which is my plums, peaches, nectarines, things of that nature, in this area because the soil is very rich, okay? This tree has been this size for 8 years, okay? That tree has been that size for 8 years. Now remember, if you look down here, I just planted these probably about 2 to 3 weeks ago, okay? All of these that are here, the stone fruit, let's walk them along and show them, honey. Okay, this is going to be their new residence, okay, right here. Now I'm going to take you and show you guys where they came from. Location, location, location of your tree. Just like with some of us, you ever get into a covenant relationship and you wonder, why aren't things going my way? Sometimes it could be the area that we live in. Plants, no different. No different at all. Stay tuned, we're going to take you on the other side of the property and I'm going to show you where these trees came from. And then I'm going to show you trees that I purchased but planted those guys in a different area of the yard. Show you how they're doing. Stay tuned. All right guys, if you go way back to when I first started doing my YouTube, this area here is where we had a lot of our stone fruit trees that you saw on that side planted was over here. Okay, now as you can see, there's mulch now. I added, I tried a few things here and there because they just weren't producing. They weren't growing, number one. Okay, so guys, remember, location, location, location. Well, Supreme, I've had my tree in the ground for about 2 years. Sometimes it does take 2 to 3 years before a tree actually gets used to its new environment and then it wants to grow. Okay, 2 or 3 years, okay, not too bad. These guys were here 5, 6 years and they weren't growing, okay? And again, there's
no fruits.
Exactly, they weren't doing anything, just there. And as you can see, it got a lot of light. That wasn't the issue. Sometimes location, okay? They just weren't happy. That's all I could come up with, okay? And I'm not gonna walk down here, but I'm gonna show you because I want to get to the nitty gritty. You know what, let's walk them so they can see the tree. Guys, we're gonna walk you down here because I want to show you. This is where one was. That was a Santa Rosa plum tree, okay? And in this little area here was a Methley plum tree. And down there was a Bruce plum tree. Pardon my blinking, guys. I got ulcers in my doggone eyes. Never knew you could get an ulcer in your eye, but I got them. But I go see the optometrist tomorrow, 11:45. I'm gonna be on time too. So now, guys, I'm gonna take you and I'm gonna show you the trees bought at the same time, planted the same week. I'm not gonna say at the same time because I know I didn't do that. Can't remember, but I just know me. I didn't do that. So follow me. All right, guys, we're in the back and we're gonna show you the other trees that we purchased at the same time. Not this. My son was beating some of my trees. He took this. Guess it felt like He-Man or somebody. And he just beat the few papaya trees I had left with this. Hey, be nice. All right, guys, look at the difference in this tree compared to what I just showed you, okay? This baby's probably a good, 9 feet tall. A lot bigger than the other ones, right? Also, another mistake I don't want you guys to make. There's a few, look at my hands. Now, I have different packs of gloves in there, but I guess with my country self, I just like feeling the dirt. There's another tree, okay, that was planted here. I watched this gentleman on YouTube about 8-9 years ago about planting multiple trees close together to save space. Do not, I repeat, do not do that. Supreme, why would you say such a thing? I've heard so many people say that. I'm gonna show you. Here's one. Now I want you to watch the way this tree is growing. See, this way is kind of this way. That way is going that way, okay? Follow me. This tree was planted 3 or 4 feet, maybe 5 feet, but same area. You notice how this, because it was turned the opposing way. See how it's growing that way. Because what happens, once the sun starts to shine and all of that Mother Nature kicks in, this side where that tree was is blocking all of the light. So now it grows this way, okay? Don't do it. I'll turn the camera back so they can actually see it this way. See here? And on this side, you don't want to make the mistake that we did. So think of how many years of making mistakes that our tree had to suffer because we didn't know, and people make videos and they put them out there, and people like ourselves, we don't really know, and we believe them, and your tree grows sort of funny. Okay. All right, now over here, Santa Rosa plum trees, different environment. Look at how tall and healthy the tree is compared to the ones I showed you guys in the beginning of the video, okay? Different ball game. Now look at this one. Now stop back there. I want you to see here, there's nothing. There's nothing here, right? Nothing. Because there was another tree on this side. And as I finally paid attention to it, I said, I'll be doggone. So I removed the trees so that everybody has their own space.
It's a good example because I could really see.
Yeah, you're right. Isn't that something? So again, guys, don't make the mistakes that we did in your garden.
So
Okay?
don't double up on your trees, basically.
Not double up because that's not enough for them to go off, but you want everything to have adequate 10 to 15 feet apart. If it was a, let me move a little closer to the camera. Let's say they were peach trees. Peach trees grow vigorously, okay? So I would plant those guys 15 to 20 feet away, okay? But my stone fruit here in Central Florida, they don't grow like that. I don't know if it's where I buy them or whatever, but they don't grow that way, okay? Right here, same thing. There was one right there to the right of this tree. See? Now, since we're back here, I'm going to show you the peach trees. This is why when you guys do plant your peach trees, okay, you want to give these babies about 15, 20 feet because they grow very, very quick. They do. Look at the difference. Okay. Now, if you go down here, that's the only part I got right because I know peach trees grow quick. See the difference in space that I have between this? I think it's a Florida. What is this tree here called? A Florida King peach tree. And this, don't get it too close. My fingernails are dirty. People think I'm a nasty fella. Okay, and again, this tree here is we've had it on the property probably about 4 or 5 years. And again, it was about 4 or 5 foot tall when we bought it. And it's doing its thing. But it's a lot further away from these from my plum trees, because I know these guys grow very well. Also, remember, grow multiple fruit trees, okay? Grafting is a very good method for a lot of people, but times are getting very hard now to where it's kind of like, if you don't have the space, even if you can containerize your plants, until you can find the room, maybe you're building your dream home or you're going to move to rent a bigger place, whatever the occasion may present itself to you, okay? You want to have multiple trees, okay? Even if you go out, my lips is chapped, my wife back there, lick your lips, lick your lips. And
Next time, I'm just gonna say it since you're gonna tell them.
well, it don't matter because I'm trying to look
give
at you and
hints.
you can't give me no hint
You
back
know,
there.
like
I
the
thought you was
director
trying to
give
be
you
nasty.
hints.
Thought she would give me a hint that we gonna watch the late night show tonight. I didn't know what she meant. All that there. I'm like, shit, I'll put the camera down. We gonna go in the house right now. You made me forget oh, I know what I was gonna say. Okay, anyway. Supreme, what I've heard from a lot of people, that I can just take one tree and I can graft and I can save space. Yes, you can. But we are going to pretend, okay? We're going to pretend that this happens to you. Follow me. Look at, isn't that beautiful?
I haven't been back here in a while.
You sure haven't. This is a thing of beauty. But here's the kicker. You notice that peach tree didn't have any buds on it? The next cold front is going to be tonight, about 27 degrees. We'll lose all of those, so we may only get 20 peaches instead of 300. Even the bees right now are doing their thing. Put the camera up there, baby. Look at that. And honestly, guys, that sucks. That sucks to know I'm not gonna get these fruit. So this is why it pays if you can. I mean, I'll still get some fruit, but I'll lose most of the harvest. So pretend that this is the only fruit tree that I had and I was depending. Okay, so again, guys, you will lose 70% of your crop off of that tree. Okay? Now again, no, the dogs are gonna go nuts. If you can, guys, plant multiple trees so that way it reassures you that you will get a good harvest. Now I'm gonna show you the soil, best part of the video, on what these guys are actually growing in. My hands are already dirty, I just get on deck. See here. If you can take, when you plant your tree, we're gonna say you got a 5-gallon pot. We're gonna use this here as a demonstration, okay? We're gonna say your plant is this big, okay? Planting your stone fruit. I would come out probably about 4 feet all the way around. Purchase yourself some organic Miracle-Gro in-ground soil or black cow, okay? Put that baby inside of the hole and go about 2 to 3 inches, that'd be something like this, of mulch around the perimeter. Well, Supreme, that's a mighty big hole. I'll explain to you why. Once that tree starts to establish itself, 2 to 3 roots are gonna go straight down. All of your feeder roots are gonna just come out like this. That soil is perfect, okay? So that now you can get faster growth and development out of your tree by doing it that way. So remember, when you plant your tree, do not say this is your pot. Do not just go right here. Come out a little bit more, okay? Break your roots up a little bit. Water them in real good. The first year is the most crucial year for that tree. Just like our babies, same thing, same thing. And you will have some trees like old Supreme. Yes, you will. Did I cover everything I needed to cover, honey?
Yes, you did.
You think so?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, if you said so, I guess that concludes this episode of 101 Growing with Supreme. Better yards, better gardens. May God bless each and every one of you. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, thank you for watching anyway. Stay tuned to the next episode.